Lina had always been a night owl, preferring the stillness of the late hours to the chaos of the day. One stormy evening, while working on a new project, she felt an unusual chill run down her spine. The air in her apartment seemed heavier, the shadows darker. The old clock on her wall ticked loudly, each second echoing like a heartbeat in the silent room. As she typed away, Lina heard a faint whisper behind her. Startled, she turned around, but nothing was there, just the darkened corners of her small living room. Shaking off the unease, she convinced herself it was the wind. But then she heard it again, this time clearer, like someone was right next to her, murmuring her name. Lina. Her heart pounded as she stared into the shadows. The whisper grew louder, repeating her name with a sickening familiarity. She tried to focus on her work, but the whispers persisted, growing more insistent, more menacing. Desperate to end the unnerving sounds, Lina stood up and turned on every light in the apartment. The room bathed in a comforting glow, and the whispers stopped. But just as she sighed in relief, the lights flickered and went out, plunging her into darkness. Now the whispers were all around her, louder than ever, filling her ears, her mind. They spoke of secrets, of things long buried, of Lina's deepest fears. Panicking, she fumbled for her phone to call someone. Anyone. But when she turned it on, the screen was black, except for a single word, glowing in blood-red letters. Run. Before she could react, Lina felt a cold breath on the back of her neck. She spun around, but saw nothing, only the shadows, deep and impenetrable. The whispers became a cacophony, a maddening chorus urging her to flee. She dashed to the door, but it wouldn't budge, as if something on the other side was holding it shut. The whispers turned to laughter, cruel and mocking, as Lina pounded on the door, screaming for help. The shadows seemed to move closer, enveloping her, suffocating her with their darkness. And then, just as suddenly as it began, everything stopped. The lights flickered back on, the whispers ceased, and the door swung open easily. Lina stumbled out into the hallway, gasping for air. Her neighbors were nowhere to be seen, the entire building eerily silent. She fled into the night, leaving her apartment behind, vowing never to return. But as she ran down the street, she realized something horrifying. The whispers, soft, faint, were still with her, following her wherever she went. And they would never stop.